only thing you really have to get balanced is the element of your spirit.
The most important thing is to take your money seriously.
Learning to focus. You know, that is a big word. That's actually, it's been a big word in my life.
What's going on?
Ke a lamogela go Motswako re tšere sebaka sa go kopana le naledi ya televishene yo a šetšego e le mongwadi ke bolela ka mokopi ka mo studiong ka moragonyana re boledišana le Anthea Abrams yo a tlogetšego go ba marketing manager go ba mongwadi pele re bolela le basadi ba a re bone gore go diragetšeng go find your balance workshop le Martha Beck mongwadi le ka go tsebega yo e be go swere ke ba Old Magazine le Old Mutual.
Know that the only thing you really have to get balanced is the element of your spirit. And then other things come from that. Relationships, health, and money, those really are necessary to have a balanced life, and they're all about equally necessary. Take one away, and the other two are not going to keep you afloat.
Samantha, welcome to Motswako, and thank you again for talking to us. What is the purpose of this workshop?
It's the age-old question. Can I do it all? Can I have it all? And that is the real purpose of the workshops, was to answer that question for women in the best way that we know how. We've been doing it for a number of years, but we decided this time Martha Beck, who our readers are very familiar with as O's resident life coach, that we would ask her what her thoughts were on balance and what she can impart to women and what guiding principles she can give them.
I became balanced with money when I was deeply in debt. I became balanced with my health when I was in chronic pain. And I became balanced with my relationships when I was terribly lonely. It's not about getting the external circumstances to work the way you want. That doesn't lead to peace of mind. It's the other way. I became healthy because I found my balance, and my body relaxed and started to get well. I started earning money because I found my balance and was able to teach other people how to come into balance themselves, and they started paying me for it, which was bewildering. It still is. And I came into balance with relationships because I knew I was all right and that I was not alone in the universe.
What are the burning issues? I mean, what comes out? What are these women asking about?
It's so interesting because guilt came up a lot. Lots of women feeling guilty about wanting something for themselves. They're always handing out, women are natural nurturers, and so they always their time and their efforts and all their talents to everybody else. And when they want to give a little bit to themselves, along with that comes a whole host of guilty feelings. So that was very prevalent. And a lot of financial questions, actually, for Sylvia about providing for their future and for the future of their families. So I think that there were, coming from the economic downturn as well, I think there were lots of questions about planning for the future. And I think it's very encouraging that women are actually thinking about how to plan for their future and make a future that they can be proud of, and a legacy that they can be proud of.
There is nothing that will let you retire in 10 years' time, unless you're prepared to save probably 80% of your salary every month. The point is you can only save for retirement as long as you're earning a salary check, right? So most people start thinking about these things when they get to about 40, and then they've maybe only got 20 years left to save.
Sylvia, Motswako, and thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you.
How important is it for me as a woman to find a financial balance?
I think it is very important, Penny, because people very often find that their lives are out of balance and their finances are out of balance. There are quite a few symptoms around that. One of them is people feeling that they're in debt, far too much debt. Also, if you're not managing your money properly, it can actually have a dire effect on your health. People get physically ill because they're not coping correctly with their financial situation. So the concept of balance, it's like obtaining balance in any other area of your life, but money is such an important part that you need to have balance in that too.
I always think that if your money things are not right, something else is falling apart, relationship, career, this and that. Let's talk about those different areas and how do I create a right balance?
The way you manage your finances or your financial well-being is a platform or is the basis upon which you build your life. Yes, there is spirituality, which is very important. There are relationships. But if you don't manage your money properly, it can have dire consequences and effects on the other aspects of your life.
I just need 4 tips on finding the right balance when it comes to finance.
I would say for me the most important thing is to take your money seriously. That's the first tip. It sounds like a simple thing to do, but it actually isn't. But it's value that commodity, that income, that money of yours. So take it seriously. Secondly, which links into that, is cut down on your debts. Get rid of your debts as far as possible. Thirdly, I would say is be aware of what can go wrong in life. As women, we very often are vulnerable. We rely on other people. We think everything's going to be okay. But be aware of things that can go wrong and make plans that will protect you and place you as number one in the process. And then I think as the fourth one, I would say, draw up a blueprint. Draw up a financial plan. Don't just leave things up to chance. Those really are my 4 tips for women in terms of finding their balance in their finances.
South Africans can do anything, right? Yeah! Give yourselves a hand.
Martha Beck was everything I thought that she would be. I think she gave me pause for thought. I'm going to apply the steps as she advised us to do, and I hope to emerge the courageous woman that she thinks so that we can be.
maikarabelo ka bophelo ba gago o ske wa bea bophelo ba gago mo matsogong a motho o mongwe o ithute ka go beeletsa ditšhelete bokamoso ba gago le gore ga setse mengwaga ile o sa tla kgona go iperekela o bane le seo kileng wa se beela go thoko gore se kgone go phediša
baburi ba Motswako le a tseba gore ge le nna yena a kenya ke selo ka lena ke nyaka go le bona le na le khutso lerato masheleng le se sengwe seo le se ganyogago nnete ke gore Martha Beck mongwadi wa go tuma ga mmogo le Sylvia wa re rutile tše dintši ke kgona gore le tšere maele ebile le tšhile malebela go tswa go bona.
To win a hamper right here on Motswako from Avon Cosmetics, SMS your name and age to 33128.
Ke romance right tshwantse ba kopane tshwantse ba ratane tshwantse ba kgaogane e ba boela ke structure go fail ke maaka a palelwa ke go dira jalo fela.
Buy any Rice Krispies Art Workshop packs to mix and match great cards with your kids.
I love you, Mom.
And Dad. Also stand a chance to win 1 of 5 kitchen makeovers and Prick Kids Art Super Kits.
Is the Defense Force really just about guns and bombs? Well, the answer is finally on your screens and lies in an amazing new television show